Derek, out. Go on, Nige. Go on, out you go. Right, this morning we've got to go and take the big Triumph in for a service. So we're off to Carl Rosner's. It's cold. Man, I meant to wash this thing before we went in. It was raining all day yesterday. Look at the state of it. Safe to say, I don't think they'll be impressed. I've had quite a lot of friends comment on VisorCat actually, very sceptical of it, which I understand, I would be too. Is it worth 35 quid? No, I wouldn't pay 35 quid. But as a product, it's actually really good. When you wipe the visor, it really does a great job. And when I've not had it, I've missed it, I have to say. Oh, it's getting cold now. What are we at this morning? 5 degrees just now. I'm not sure what that is in foreign. We're off to Carl Rosner's in Sanderstead to put the big old boy in for his 20,000 mile service. And normally I'd use my mate Dan Miles at DM Performance, but I've had quite a few issues with the Triumph, and Carl Rosner's began to comment that the bike hadn't been serviced with them. It's going to be a warranty issue again. Triumph may make things difficult. I know you don't need to have it serviced at a Triumph dealership for your warranty, but I just thought I'll keep it sweet. Go on in, hero. Speeding through a 50 and then set the same speed. That annoys me, that. What a twat. Folks just set at the outside lane. Why? And the glorious M25. Woohoo! If they just all moved across, you wouldn't have this issue. Anyway, never mind. It's squeegee time! Awesome! Get yourself a VisorCat, links down below, enter TeapotOne into the promotional code, and you get 15% off. About 4 quid. It's a lot of money, but it's a good product, I'll tell you that. Yes, you can't just use a rag and some scoosh. Still do that. I still carry some muck off visor clean with me and microfiber cloth, but it's when you're on the bike, that's when this thing comes into its own. Great bit of kit. 65 miles an hour. Oh, shoot me. Move over. I love heated grips. I've got summer gloves on and my hands are just about bearable. Alright, this is never good. Never good. I guess that. No worries. Oh, the joys of commuting traffic. You've really got to be able to net one power one when you commute it. Gets a little bit compact in Beijing, Austin. Oh bloody hell, I need fuel. Let's go. How come the price of fuel snuck up again? At £1.25 or something for the Shell Super. Bloody con. Oh, I'm moaning again, aren't I? Sorry. Oh, I'll tell you what, I feel that cold. That's the problem. When you get heated gloves, everything else starts to feel cold. And now I've got a decent suit. I've got this Wolf Tech Tour suit, which I'll be doing a review on once we get into the real winter months. I've done the spring and the summer, I've done the rain, I've done the extreme heat. I'm going to do the cold now. Yeah, so now I've got all this. It's things like, oh, I feel it in my neck now, and I never used to bother about that. Where your feet start to feel the cold, because everything else is toasty. Ah, well, so is life. Stay. Thank you. Poor planning on my part, that. Boring. Oh, feels like the temperature's dropped there. What is it? 4 degrees now. I thought it had. Winter is coming. Do you know, my bike is so filthy, I can't actually see out the mirrors. Look, I don't know if you can see that. I'm very sorry to my mate Scott and Mickey Piers and my lord and little Ed, who worship clean bikes. I clean my bike about once every couple of months. On my round the world trip, I personally wash my bike twice, once in Romania and once in East Timor to get into Australia. Other people washed it about another 2 or 3 times. So in a year and a half, my bike was probably washed maybe 5 times. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is something I'm quite proud of. There we are, coming up to Carl Rosner's. Get the bike in. You come in around the back here for the service department. Right. And that'll do us. Well, the time's come. Gonna have to wash your bike. Me, wash your bike. I know. So as I said, it doesn't happen very often, but when it does, I'll give it a bit of a thorough job. So here's how I do it. For all you lettuce munching hear the world type, here's a great piece of kit if you don't want to attach your hose to the tap all the time. It's a capture pump. Just goes straight into the water, but jobs are good. Take this off here, dump that bit. Clip that on the edge, and plug this into the wall. And to switch on, you just turn that. Give it a little sec. Bosh. To start the whole process, I give the bike a little snow foam. I use this thing, Karcher snow foam. Links down below. Just attaches straight onto here. Now, snow foam away. Snow foaming done, we'll let that settle for 5 or 10 minutes and crack on. Right, that should do us. Time to rinse off. So that's not the bike washed, that's just the first stage. Lots more to come. Next, we're going to do the wheels. I use my bike just about every single day, all through the year, so my wheels get absolutely bogging, especially because I don't clean them very often. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try this stuff, Wonder Wheels. It's supposed to be good. Let's see what it's like. So let's see what we get in the packet. Cup. Want a brush? Okay, let's see what this is all about. It says you've got to agitate it with a brush. That's what we'll do. I hope it doesn't knacker the rubber. Can't do it, it's meant for wheels. Alright, so that's the wheel all worked up. Let's try and wash that off and see what it's like. Blimey, what an improvement. So that's the side that's been washed, and that's the side that hasn't. Can you see? You probably can't see in the light, but that's a hell of a difference. Wonder Wheels gets the Teapot sign of approval. Next is the exhaust. As you can see, this one is bogging and it's covered in tar spots. Old Faithful, WD-40, can't go wrong. Just give it a good old spray. Let it sit for a minute. Grab a cloth and scrub. Look at that. There's a tar spot there. Gone. Right, this is going to be real boring. I'll come back to you. WD-40, one of life's marvels. Remember folks, it's not actually a lubricant. A lot of people think it's a lubricant. It's not. It's a water displacer, hence the name WD, water displacer. Okay, for the next bit, you need S-Stock 100, great stuff, a toothbrush and a bucket. While we're on the topic of buckets, I have 3. A wash one, a rinse one, and for the gritty stuff, I just use a bog standard crappy one. The reason for the 2 buckets over here, these 2, it's called a 2 bucket method, funnily enough. Both get filled with water, wash rag goes in here, take it out, put it on the bike, wash, dunk it in here. It will never go from here onto the bike and back into the wash bucket again. It always goes into the rinse. That way all the crud and everything off the bike, that all goes into this bucket, and it doesn't go in the clean water which you use to wash the bike. The idea is to try and stop all those swirl marks and everything in the paint. Let's see. I don't do it very often, so we'll see. Right, S-Stocking time. Spray this stuff into all the deepest, darkest recesses, all the real grubby bits, and then go to work with a toothbrush. Right, so we've S-stocked all the grubby bits, the engine, underneath the engine, the brake calipers, everything like that. They've all been done. Rinsed that all off, and now it's time just to S-stock the whole bike. I literally just spray the whole thing with S-stock. Seat, everything. And now it's just a case of getting to wash on the bike, into rinse and repeat. Derek, meet the world. Derek. This is some stuff I was put onto by a friend of mine that does detailing, called Last Touch. You spray it on the bike when it's still wet, and then you towel it off with a microfiber cloth. Gives it a bonny shine. So, we've snow foamed it, we've wonder wheeled it, we've S-stocked it, we've rinsed it, we've last touch and dried it. Now we're going to ACF 50 it. This stuff's used by the military, I believe. It's a protector, anti-corrosion repellent. I just take a rag, spray it all over, make sure the rag's totally soaked. This stuff's got a special formula so it actually creeps. Just wipe over everything. Obviously not the rubber. You just wipe it on everywhere, sort of. Metal, really. All the cables, everything like that. I even go around the calipers. Obviously keep off the discs and keep away from the tyres. But certainly all around the banjo bolts. Give them a good coating. And basically just cover the bike in it, more or less. Well, it gives it that beautiful shine as well. And that, as they say, is pretty much that. That's it, it's time for a cup of tea. Well folks, a couple of apologies tonight. Firstly, the sound. Really sorry about the sound. I don't know what was going on there. It was peaking and clipping all over the place. I'll get that sorted for next week. Secondly, no Q&A this week. The vlog's gone on a little bit too long. I will save that to next week. Keep the questions coming in. At TeapotOne on Twitter, TeapotOne Insta on Instagram, TeapotOne on Facebook, and obviously the YouTube channel you're watching just now. Subscribe. It really does help a lot for me, and spread the word. Hope you're enjoying it. If there's anything you want covered, get in touch, let me know. And I'm going to be hitting the road soon to come and see you all around the UK. Let's go and see your part of biking bliss. Cheers now, live your life.